Recorded live in Austin, Texas, USA, it's the William Montgomery Show. Starring William Montgomery and the devious Casey Rocket. With the Tony Chin Orchestra. The William Montgomery Jr. Dancers. As always, William is joined by the lovely Erica. I'm Casey Rocket. And now here he is. The Big Red Machine, the Memphis Strangler, William Montgomery.
Wait, so this is the first one. So this is the first one you're not sending out.
True.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, let me adjust the brightness on you guys. One sec.
I like this color.
I can't wait to keep this shit in-house.
Yeah, we need to keep this in-house. It's been out of house for too long. It's been out of the house for 3 years.
Dude.
Almost. 2-3 years.
We're getting back to where we started. Papa needs a new car.
Yeah.
And I need a little cash. I need a little startup cash.
Little startup cash.
And I'm keeping this in-house.
Yeah, we're keeping it in-house.
That's how I get more cash.
We need to make a business. We need to think of some sort of a business, Casey. We need to open up some sort of a business.
Hey, can I go live to Patreon?
Go live.
Go live, do it.
We're riffing.
All right. We're going live now.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live, man.
Take us live, Gigi.
We're live.
Thanks, Gigi.
We're keeping it in-house tonight.
I know. It's a little freeing almost. Oh my gosh, I feel a little more free. It feels like a pressure is off of my chest a little bit.
You guys look less tense.
My crow's feet are gone.
Yeah.
They are. I wasn't going to say anything because you've been looking really good recently. But yeah, I wasn't going to say anything. But I don't even see them at all.
They're totally gone. I basically had a facelift just spiritually. I was so happy my cheekbones have risen 2 inches.
And people need to remember that. Anybody watching this, there goes Grant.
There goes Gigi. Thanks, G.
In-house.
In-house. Keeping it in-house. I'm already regretting it.
Yeah.
Wait a
Me
second.
too. Is he going to start walking in front of the camera whenever he wants now?
Sorry, guys. Just keeping it in-house. Yeah, what does that even mean, Grant?
What's up?
Nothing.
Keeping it in-house.
Yeah, no, seriously, what does it even mean?
Keeping it in-house.
Huh? I'm a vault. You know, I won't spread your secrets. That's all it means.
Ooh.
He is our benefactor. He is our confidant. He is our hero.
And we thank you, Grant. We
Thank
need
you.
somebody. We need somebody like that. I don't want to speak for Casey. I need somebody like that in my life right now. So thank you.
When I am
Pleasure.
tumbling out of control and I feel like there's nothing I can grab on to slow me down, you're there, Gigi. You're there.
Oh,
And I
wow.
pull on your hair and I stay right where I am.
And he starts screaming, "Oh, get off of my hair!
Get off my hair.
Hold on to the rope! Hang on to the rope! Not my hair!"
Well, and then I say you shouldn't have put your hair down like Rapunzel, dumbass.
Yeah, dude. When y'all are out rock climbing and stuff, you got to keep your hair up in the bun, Grant.
Mhm. On belay, Grant. Belay on.
Is that what it's called?
That's
Yeah.
On
what they
belay?
say when you rock climb. You say on belay, and they say belay on.
And then you start climbing.
And you start climbing.
Then you start making your way up the freaking mountain, dude.
Mhm. You take off. Always have a spotter, and that mountain is bigger than life.
Yes. In more ways than one.
Yeah.
In more ways than one. There was this guy named Austin, and he would wear these Keep Austin weird shirts, and he was this great rock climber, but he was one of the ones that didn't use a rope.
Oh no.
And then one of the rocks got his ass in North Carolina. And people were around and they heard him scream when he was falling to the ground.
Oh wow.
But he's
But if
way
he
high
had a
up.
rope, it wouldn't have happened like that.
Yeah, but you really feel the rock, I think, if you're not on a rope. It's really life or death.
It's about feeling the rock, and it's about every crevice. And when you're on the rope, there's no crevice.
No, not at all, because you could always get on belay. Your
Yeah.
boy's on belay, you can get it back on the belay. It's not going to work.
Yeah, but there's no belay on. They're literally just sort of in communion with the gods. It's just them in the sky.
I know, it's probably a hell of a rush, because people do it. They do it all the time.
Oh yeah.
And I have to give a rest in peace, Casey. I'm very sorry to Phil Furio, one of my buddies who worked at the après ski place on freaking Beaver Creek Mountain. I worked at some restaurant after I was a snowmaker, and it was a giant downer because snowmaking was the coolest job I've ever had in my life. And then I'm working some fucking restaurant, cleaning up the dishes and bullshit, doing cocaine in the bathroom with the weird guy with the long hair. Talking about long hair, some dude I worked with had a long-ass ponytail, and he'd always tell me to go in the bathroom, and he'd have a line of cocaine underneath a piece of toilet paper.
Trick or treat.
And then I would be like vacuuming like 10 minutes later, like, why the fuck? I wish I could be partying right now or drinking. I'm just sober on cocaine, vacuuming up this big room. It kind of sucks.
There's a time and a place for it. Yeah, unless you're getting absolutely zooter scootered.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing any of that kind of shit.
What happened to your friend? He fell in the fryer?
Oh, yeah, Phil. He was, no, God, no. He probably wishes when he froze to death. He froze to death on a mountain.
No.
Yeah. I don't know if it was freezing to death or an avalanche, but he's no longer with us. And I get on his Instagram profile every now and again and put on the fucking...
No new posts.
Yeah, no new post. I'm always hoping
Dead
there's...
giveaway.
I know. I'm always hoping there's a little red circle up by his picture.
Like he's
like
on
he posted a story.
He posted the story and he says, I'm okay.
I know, but it's...
It wasn't that cold.
Yeah.
It's okay. It was the hot season.
Yeah.
The snow was actually kind of warm.
Did they
Yeah.
find
I
him?
made it back to my parents' house. Don't worry anymore. I'm totally safe and sound. Well, this was 10 years ago. They still haven't found his body.
But they assume
What?
he's frozen?
Yeah. He's no longer with us. Unless if he was able
He
to make
faked
some sort of
death.
deal up on a mountain, like some sort of cave. Maybe he found a cave he could live in. Maybe
He ran away.
Sometimes people adapt.
They become feral. These things
Yeah.
happen more than you would like to admit.
1000%. Mowgli.
Mowgli. Famous example. Mowgli. Mr. Tom.
Oh,
Mr. Tom lived in this glove box for a month. It was
Gosh.
basically a big glove box. That's all caves are. Huge glove boxes.
probably gets hot as hell in something like that.
You would imagine when it locks behind you. They call it the snap of death.
Gosh, there is a snap of death going on in our apartment right now, Casey. Our air conditioner went out yesterday.
Oh, no.
It's 82 in that MFer right now.
Got
It's
to 84.
hot.
What about the dog?
They put a little temp unit, so it's right by the couch, but it's ruining her view, and she's really sad about it.
And we got to give a shout out to the maintenance guys at our apartment complex. I looked, they had to install a window unit, and I noticed they taped around it. And then I immediately looked to my right, and I still see the tape, all the plastic and the tape on our fireplace from where they had to do off the smell from the dead animal in the fireplace. So now we got
He's
a bunch
good
of
with the
tape
tape.
in there. Yeah, we got a bunch of tape in our apartment from the maintenance guy right now.
Well, the guy happened to be by our AC unit. He said he heard it break. He's like, is your AC working? I was like, I think it just stopped like an hour ago. He's like, yeah, I heard some noise.
It's like, would you throw a rock in it
I
or
know.
something? What, did you mess it up?
Yeah, I don't know how he caught
Yeah,
it, but
how
he
were you
caught
right
it.
there when it happened?
He heard it.
He threw a little nut, a little bolt in there, fucking shattered it. Well, that is
Yeah.
so sinister. That's something Ted Bundy would do. So you'd come out of your apartment and go, huh? And he goes, I know, I heard it break. Here, follow me in my Pinto.
Yep.
Follow me in my damn beetle bug.
Yep.
He beats your ass.
That was one of the more tragic things about the whole Ted Bundy thing. I mean, I think that was after, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that was after the first Herbie the Love Bug stuff. And I think beetle bugs, I think VW is doing really good with those things. And then it's like Ted Bundy comes out and he's killing everybody in the back of his little beetle bug. And it tanks the stock. I think the stock tanked after all that.
Oh, it was a fucking dude. Wall Street was livid.
It was like a bloodbath. People jumping out of windows.
Yeah.
Fucking-
They called it Yellow Tuesday. Yeah. It's like a play on Black Monday.
God.
Darkest days in Wall Street's history.
People were throwing stuff off the roof. We just saw some video, some psychopath in New York City on top of a building, throwing off tables, throwing off chairs,
Cinder
Whoa.
blocks.
cinder blocks.
Cinder blocks.
That squished somebody.
It's gonna squish somebody's bitch ass. Isn't that bug in a death museum, Grant? I think it's in Tennessee.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I know everything about his
Oh,
damn
is it?
beetle bug. I know all kinds of cool facts about
Is that
his
the
beetle
actual
bug.
beetle bug?
I guess so.
Yeah?
It
Is
looks
it
very
blood on the front of it
It has to be.
or rust?
A little bit of blood. That's where someone bumped their head.
He had second thoughts on some lady and was taking her back, and she accidentally fell.
She
and-
fell and bumped her head. It was God's will.
Oh,
So-
God.
He was trying to do a Dukes of Hazzard across the front of it, like slide, and he cut his leg.
That's probably how we would impress people. If I only knew how to do that, I'd impress so many people doing the Dukes of Hazzard thing. Casey, that's what you got to think about. Again, your transmission is shot. Maybe that's something you consider on a potential new whip is something you can do that across, where you can run across it and slide across it. That could be fun.
That could be fun. Yeah, if I like rob like a state bank, like will I be able to slide across? Come on, follow me. Woo-wee. Slide across that hood.
And then we're just screaming at Grant to get in the fucking back of the car.
Remember the fucking plan.
Yeah, Grant, why aren't you running?
I have a car we can do
You
this.
gotta run, man. We're about to leave you.
The doors open. Grant got shot in the leg, so he's kind of hobbled. You gotta go faster.
Just as he's shooting, and we have to go grab him, and he has his machine gun still shooting people. Yeah.
Spraying.
Grant, would you be cool?
Yeah, it'd be cool.
You'd be cool under pressure.
That's what I'm saying. I have a car we can totally do this with.
Oh, your Corvette.
On
Yeah.
the Stingray?
I don't know if I can fit in the back.
Yeah, that's a
but
great
you can give it a
getaway
shot.
car.
Yeah, can't only 2 people fit in that thing?
I'm not sitting on somebody's lap during the getaway.
Yeah, we're
drive.
not doing that.
We're going to the Poconos. It's a long ass ride.
Yeah, that's amateur hour.
It's a
We're not-
T-top. We can open up the top.
Oh, so somebody can just kind of be standing. So 2 people sitting in the regular seats, and then maybe one guy's leg is in between, so they can be standing up.
They're standing up prom night style, like they're out of a limousine. Hit it, GG. my hair's going in the way.
Yeah.
Best summer ever. We just killed 2 people, cold blood.
Oh yeah.
So tragic.
Grant, is your woman back?
Cheers.
How was her time in Denver?
It seemed fine. Yeah, glad to have her
Weird.
back.
So
Sorry, it wasn't a glowing report from Denver.
What happened?
What happened in Denver?
No, it's just a work thing, I guess. So it wasn't riveting.
Didn't really have fun.
I didn't get a report of fun.
Yikes.
Did you bring back any weed?
Yeah,
No.
edibles.
No weed, no edibles.
Did
Although
you bring
it's
all
like,
back anything?
we can mostly get all that here anyway, right?
But it's different.
Yeah.
It's different. It's THCA.
Yeah, and there's pesticides. There's pesticide. It's all different.
Mhm. Yeah, the Moderna. No, what is the Monsanto?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Not the Moderna weed. Not the Pfizer nug. You brought the damn Pfizer nug, dude.
Casey, I know you don't smoke a ton of weed. I discovered maybe one of the most groundbreaking things I've discovered in my life in years. They make these things, Casey, that already have a little filter, already have the little piece of paper at the end, and then it's like a joint, and you just
The
got to
joint
grind
cones?
up weed, and you just put the weed in the thing,
He just
Oh, you
discovered
didn't
the
know
and
that?
it makes a
cones.
perfect joint every time. Oh my gosh.
I think those have been around a while. I think those stinky cones.
I know. I think they have cones. I never used one. I got a
Baby's
pack
first
of
cone.
Yeah, I got a pack on Amazon.
Whoa. Yeah, and you can make a little thick bleezeroo.
Oh yeah.
Just a 6-hit chump.
Oh yeah, just 6 massive hits, and then start lighting off the fireworks. Are you doing anything on July 4th? That's in a couple of days.
No, I think I'm taking over the mothership Instagram. That's all I'm doing.
Oh, takeover.
Takeover. Fucking
be-
hostile takeover.
That'd be fun on July 4th.
Yeah, I'm gonna do fireworks stuff.
Oh my gosh, hold on. Where do we even get fireworks? I assume we can get fireworks somewhere in Texas, right?
You would hope so. Yeah, I'm doing like champagne in the alleyway, like sparklers in the green room, all kinds of crazy shit.
Yes. Whoa.
Patriotic.
Patriotic, tune in. Don't. Did somebody say hats?
Don't. Somebody said hats, and somebody said hats yesterday. Somebody said hats today. Somebody's going to say hats tomorrow.
And you're saying hats now, and you're looking in the mirror, and your hat is dying to be on that head. I know you're looking at your head right now, and you're thinking, what can make this head a little bit better? A hat.
But if you have a big head like Casey and myself, if you got a real old head, sometimes you do look in the mirror and you see, and it almost looks like you're wearing the hat for a little kid or something because the hat's way too small because your head's way too big.
Yeah, it's cutting off the circulation. Doctors say 4 out of 5 men are cutting years off their life by wearing hats that are too small.
And specifically when they say years, they're talking about like the good years, like people get dementia and they get diseases like that. So you are continuing to get years, but it's just not good. It's not the years you want.
Yeah, they're going to say you're going to have night timers. If you wear hats that are too small, you're going to have night timers.
Yeah, and you don't want to live like that. I mean, it's hard. It's a really hard thing. People still don't know really what causes it, but they do know part of the reason is small hats.
It's small hats and not eating enough fiber. So,
I mean, you gotta stop being insecure about your huge noggin, okay? Mammoth Headwear has finally made hats that will fit that big-ass head of yours.
Welcome to the Big Head Factory. They've been waiting for you. Their stuff starts at 7 3/4 inches wide, so you're gonna find something that fits, and it's gonna be something cool that you're actually gonna want to wear.
And you might think, oh, well, I'm not necessarily a hat guy. Well, they have beanies, trucker hats, snapbacks, sunglasses, everything you've been wanting, but you can never find it in your size.
Yeah, nothing has made me happier the past probably 10 years than being in the hat club, and you don't want to feel left out of the hat club anymore.
Weirdly enough, it's almost 3 years since you've been in the hat club a lot longer than me, but the past 3 years, Casey, have really it's been a transformative time in my life for different reasons. But one of the main reasons I think is that hat club. It just gives me peace of mind.
It lets me know that there's some like-minded guys out there who have big old heads who are capable of wearing hats. And Mammoth Headwear, they've got you covered. They even have a 30-day perfect fit guarantee.
And that's something you don't get with other hat brands. I mean, there's a lot of hat brands out there. Try getting that with Fanatics. You don't get that with Fanatics. But head to mammothheadwear.com and use code WMS for 15% off and free shipping on U.S. orders.
Ooh-wee. That's mammothheadwear.com. Code WMS, or click the link in our show notes.
Give that giant head of yours the gift of Mammoth Headwear. So that's Thursday. Thursday's July 4th.
Yeah, that's going to be sick as hell. God. You know, it's funny. I normally don't do it this early in the show, but I wanted to read you some of my favorite American patriots that kind of go under the radar on July 4th.
Yeah.
So this isn't a top 4. This is a top 25, and I'm not really gonna. I'm not really gonna go into each of them too much.
Did you give me an email?
Fair enough.
Grant, I did not give you an email. You're just gonna have to roll with this.
Yeah, we're doing this in house. Remember, Grant? In house. So your job's gonna be harder now.
Keeping it in house. All right.
Yeah.
But if at any point, Grant, you catch one of these names that I'm saying, feel free to throw it on the screen.
Will do.
And for me, and Casey, before you go, we have a bunch of fans in Japan. Maybe for one of our Japanese fans, if you want to explain, July 4th is essentially America's birthday.
Yes, it's the day that Lady Liberty gave birth to the Victory Bell.
Yes. We Americans love July 4th. It's quite the celebration.
Yeah, it's basically all of our birthday. And instead of getting cake, we get a little firecracker.
Little firecrackers for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. And if you don't know what the Liberty Bell is, Google it, look it up, because Lady Liberty literally was involved with the Liberty Bell.
Yes, the Statue of Liberty had sex with Mountain Rushmore, and they had birth to a baby bell.
And I think one of the crazier things about Mount Rushmore is that, correct me if I'm wrong, is that literally a natural formation?
Yeah, and it's a boy.
Yes.
It's a boy.
Because a lot of those rock things are girls.
Most of them.
So it's weird it's a boy.
It's one of the only ones beside the Rocky Mountains, of course.
Yeah.
The Rocky Mountains is all boys.
All boys. Oh my gosh, Casey, there was the biggest dude last night. I swear to God, he was the biggest dude I've seen in I don't know how long, wearing like a Texas shirt. So I was like, oh, this guy's probably a football player. And I go up to him and I'm like, hey, my name's William. And he's like, oh, my name's William. And we get to talking. I know. And I'm thinking, oh, interesting. Casey, he went to the rival all-guys high school that I went to.
No way.
So right off the bat, a little beef. We ended up squashing it, luckily. He also graduated like 12 years after I did, so it's not really even same time period. very nice, but it's just so funny that the biggest dude in the bar last night was went to school at one of my bitter rivals.
Yeah, you almost had to smash a beer glass over his head.
Almost had to.
Break it on the side of the Mitzi's bar. You fucking want a little bit of this? Taste it?
Yeah, and put it on his neck a little where a little blood is drawn, but not where it's hurting him.
So you know, if you just so much as breathe too deep, you could slit it wide open.
Yeah, breathe softly.
Softly. You're not going to want to panic now, big Gus. Big Gus. Keep it easy. Sorry, I thought I'd give you a makeover.
That's what happened to Jason Momoa.
Mm-hmm.
He got a hell of a makeover in a bar one time, I heard.
Yeah, they gave him the Glasgow smile, I think.
God, but I think it made it, I never watched any of those movies, but I think it made his Aquaman a little more compelling.
Yeah, well, it made him look more fish-like. It looks like he has little gills.
Mm-hmm.
But there's scars.
Is that how he got his scar up here on his eye?
Yeah, he got carved the hell up.
Damn.
Tina Fey style.
Tina Fey did it?
Tina Fey style. Now that happened to
She
Tina
got a
Fey.
scar on her lip.
Somebody cut her big.
She didn't cut him. Okay.
No.
Yeah, no, he got Tina Fey'd.
You get in the industry, they call it getting Tina Fey'd, and it's actually, well, they call it getting some color.
Yes.
It's sort of a wrestling term, and it's actually kind of good for your career.
1,000%. I mean, look at Jason Momoa. He was in what? I don't even know what he was in before Aquaman. And then it's like he gets on Aquaman. It's like his life changes.
Overnight. He got cut up in 2017. Next year, he got Aquaman.
Yeah, Grant. Think about that.
Man, Steve Buscemi also got stabbed in a bar in the face.
You
What?
know it, brother.
Yeah, all these people getting stabbed in the
Nobody
face.
knows
Oof.
where I was any of those nights.
Yep.
Oh.
Stabbing celebs.
In the face for years.
The face. Well, I'm hired by one of the biggest talent agencies, I won't say which, to help their careers a little bit.
But you have an alibi. You have an alibi for all those nights, so it's fine.
I was punched in at the factory. Just don't check the tapes.
Yeah. I might not be there.
I might not be there. Okay. All right. These are the top 25 American patriots that you're not going to read about on Wikipedia and you're not going to see honored on Veterans Day. These are the biggest people that on the 4th of July, on the 4th of July, you need to take a second, breathe in, look at the sky, and say, thank you for what you've done for this country I call home. Very quickly, in no particular order, number 1, the Pecan Brothers. I'm just going to rattle them off. The Pecan Brothers, Stank Motors, Pigeon Forge Toyota, Brandon the Sword McKinstry, Bob Dylan, Jacob Dylan, the Whirlwind Twins, Rikishi, Marble Sam, the Clock Turners, the Chainsmokers, Emily Award winner Raquel Must, Garlight, Princess Madame, Dr. Jell Hammond, inventor of the cure of colitis.
Damn, that's a big one. Why is he not allowed to celebrate on July 4th?
I know. And also he wrote a children's book called Praying for Sand, Wishing for Mustard about a tiger with Alzheimer's. Dr. Gel-Blaster, Sergeant Roku Priceless, Grave Robber Princeton, Fisherman Rex. He's off Route 24 in Kanto by Lavender Town.
Oh!
Fisherman Rex.
Oh!
Very close to Lavender Town, and he gives you the super rod
Which you need.
to catch a crabby or a magic carp.
Or Goldine.
Or a Goldine.
Yeah.
Matt Dillon, former Intercontinental Champion Sasha Quandary, Matt McCusker, Mean Mr. Mustard, my sister Chelsea, and her husband Grayson. And of course, Gator.
Oh, yeah. They caught Gator peeing at freaking, what is that big graveyard in Washington? That's like it has the fallen soldiers. It's a big national. It's for all the soldiers of America. Yeah, get her into TT. She TTs on one of the graves accidentally.
Damn.
We didn't realize. We thought the graves went down. We thought the bodies were like down in orientation, not this way. So it was our bad.
You thought that the pee would miss the body.
Thought the pee would miss the body. But oh god. Well, that is kind of a tragic list, though. I mean, that's 50 people that are not going to be having a good time on July 4th.
And you extrapolate that, and you think about the families, the friends of the families. Like a lot of people aren't going to be smiling while they eat that apple pie.
We're talking 50 again. They all have families, so we're talking what? At least maybe 1,000 people that are going to be negatively affected
In that radius, yeah.
July 4th.
Mean Mr. Mustard. What he did is unfathomable.
Him getting with freaking, and he was a buddy. He used to be a buddy, at least with Mr. Peanut, didn't he?
Until they had that falling out.
Gosh, and they had this place in Memphis. I wonder, it was called the Peanut Shop, and Mr. Mustard would go in there some, and Mr. Peanut was always so weird, and he was always drinking, and they had this fun little thing. You could put I think a quarter or a dime or something in it. It was like a rocket ship, and you'd get on the top of it, and like you were flying.
Yeah, and then you could also put a penny in a smasher, and it would make a little specialized penny.
Yep.
That would say, like, I got peanutted at the peanut factory.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Mustard comes and takes it all away. It's like, that's how kids were having fun at the peanut shop. Mr. Mustard, what are you doing?
Closed it up. He switched all the peanuts out for legumes. So tragic.
Yeah, nobody wants to eat that. I need to eat some legumes after what I went through last night, dude.
What I ate
for dinner last night?
Mr. Mustard. What did you eat? Snickers?
Blizzard.
A blizzard.
A blizzard for dinner.
For dinner.
It was too hot. We weren't gonna have.
Yeah, we were dying.
We were having cold food for dinner.
Yeah, we weren't going to turn on the oven. No way were we turning on the oven.
I wasn't ordering warm food.
No, so blizzards it was for dinner. It was a really good one. It had toffee, chocolate.
Ooh.
Can you explain to our Japanese viewers about what a blizzard is?
A blizzard. That's a great question.
Oof. It's cold. They give it to you with the spoon in it. They dump it upside down, and that's how you know it's cold.
That's how you know it's cold. It's basically a bathtub for candy.
Yes.
And the candy's kind of floating in a stasis, like a hyperbaric chamber of tasty
cold
chocolate.
Goodness. Yeah, they almost didn't mix enough of mine. I swear it was almost like I was just eating a chocolate bar for the first quarter of my blizzard. I was eating a chocolate bar.
Brutal.
I know.
That's how they get you hooked, though. So when you get towards the end, the chocolate's already digesting.
I know. And then you get to a little vanilla ice cream at the bottom. It was honestly wonderful.
Yum.
Oh, it was so good. And then I followed it up with the dilly bar. Which is
I
also
love
a Dairy
dilly
Queen.
bar.
Oh, it was so good.
Dilly bars are my favorite. I used to always get foot-long hot dogs at Dairy Queen.
Sounds good.
Do they still do that there?
I think so. And then I used to always get Mr. Misty's. They have the best slushies there, but they're called something else now, like
The
Arctic Rush.
slushy with the ice cream?
No, it's just a basic-ass, bitch-ass slush.
And that's a Dairy Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They're called Arctic Rush now. Times have changed.
Oh,
It's
might need to
different.
try that today because I think our place is still really
It's too hot.
So
We
we're
might
gonna
have to have
a
it for
Mr.
dinner.
Misty.
Get a
Yeah,
Mr.
for dinner.
Misty. And he's also friends with Mr. Mustard. Mr.
Oh
Misty.
my
So,
gosh.
pretty cool.
Yeah, thanks to. Oh,
Thanks, Grant.
Grant.
Is that an email?
What'd they say?
Yeah.
Let's ignore that. I didn't know that the audio was on the computer. Sorry.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I was just trying to download a sweet picture of an Arctic Rush.
Ooh.
So
Well, we appreciate that, Grant.
it made a,
Thank you.
it made a
Yeah.
noise.
Again, your job's probably going to be significantly more difficult. So don't let the pressure get to you. Now that everything's in house, your head's going to be on the chopping block pretty much every week. So you can't let the pressure get to you.
Yeah, we'll replace you with Mike. We'll replace you with that intern who used to hang out here,
It's a
Christopher.
terrible photo of Arctic Rush, too. So.
Yeah, maybe we could just get the intern back in here to start doing this. Yeah, Grant, remember that. If anything ever goes wrong, we might just get that intern back
I'm
in here.
replaceable.
Yeah, we'll pay him twice as much.
Yeah, probably for twice as much. We could get that intern back in here learning everything. We could get his ass. So just keep that in the back of your head.
The pressure's on. I get it.
Yeah, the clock's ticking. I put a little GoPro right behind you so I can actually see what you're doing out there for once.
Oh, no.
I can see it on my phone.
It's unimpressive.
Playing Game Boy. Having a martini at 2 p.m.
Gosh. Well,
Brutal.
It's 2 p.m. somewhere.
2 p.m. here.
yeah, it's 2 p.m. here.
Even better.
Grant, are y'all going to be shooting off fireworks?
No, I have no plans. Are you? What are you guys doing? What are we doing?
Fireworks.
What are we doing?
IG takeover.
Oh yeah, Casey's got the IG takeover.
Maybe William could take over Grant's Instagram.
Maybe I could take over your Instagram, Grant.
For 4th of July.
We can both do a takeover. Casey does the takeover of the mothership. I can do a takeover of your Instagram. Grant, oh my gosh.
That would be great. We could collab. I could send you a collab post.
Yes.
And Grant could take over Gator's Instagram.
Is this the first I'm learning that Gator has an Instagram?
Yes.
What?
Oh my gosh. Wait, well, who have we been talking with on Gator's Instagram? We've been talking with a Grant on Instagram. We thought it was you.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, somebody's been sending us pictures of their dog.
Someone's catfishing Gator.
Yeah.
As you.
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe it's spelled. Maybe there's a letter off. Maybe there's one letter off. Maybe it isn't actually you. Is it not?
Maybe it's Gant.
It's
Might be
Gator.
Gant.
Gator dot Montgomery 1.
Yep, just
All
like
right.
her dad.
I'm following.
Just like
God,
her
I
papa.
remember when I was back in the day living in LA, I'd get fucked up in Erica's backyard, and then I would get on Instagram Live. I haven't done that in years, but I used to have a great time, and there'd be a decent amount of people on there. And one night, somebody named Tony Hinchcliffe, but there was a letter off, and I wasn't seeing it because it was the exact same picture, and I was fucked up. I wasn't noticing it, and I would click on it, and it would be a naked dude on the other end, and then I would click off, and then they would get me again. I think they got me once or twice, and it was just some naked guy standing there.
Wait, it was a picture of a naked guy or was it an actually
It was an
naked man?
actual
Live.
naked guy.
Oh my God.
Yes, an actual naked person was popping up. He got me twice. I think he got me a couple times.
Trick or treat. Yeah, it's just his penis. That's so
And it's
crazy.
never Tony.
Yeah, it was somebody else. And then I really analyzed it, and it was, yeah, like a letter off that I wasn't picking up on at the beginning.
Yeah, that would be crazier if it was Tony who was.
I know.
And it's someone else videoing him, which is
I know.
terrifying.
Scary to think about. It happens more than you think.
Mm-hmm. I've seen a couple things like that online. I think Raquel Must did a dramatized series about something like that.
Oh, really? What? People getting on?
Yeah, like it's this guy, he goes live, and then it's a haunted live, basically.
Scary. Oh, Gator, and she's not doing good now because it's very hot in the apartment.
That's
Oh, it's really hot in there for her.
makes me want to cry.
And then she gets
Now
so
she lives in the sink just like that one.
yeah. Now she's in the sink because
Some
we put
water.
ice in it. Yeah, to keep her cool. We put ice in the other side of the sink so that part of the metal gets cold.
Yeah, it's transference Newton's fourth law.
Oh,
What
Makes
happens
me
in the
wanna
stink stays in the
cry.
sink.
little Gator. We hope she's okay. We don't know if she is. Finally, we have two people moving out. We're going to see how the neighbors are, Casey. I'm worried.
I bet. I'd be scared shitless.
I am worried to see what is moving in. We'll see. Hopefully people are nice. I'm sure it'll be nice people. Let's pray to God.
I hope it's not a bunch of little kids that are watching Coco Melon and damn Paw Patrol.
Could you imagine? In our wall, the bedroom wall shares the wall, and it's pretty thin. And God,
Shoot one warning shot through it.
yeah, might just need to do that and shoot it like where somebody's head probably would be. Like not up, like shoot it like down where somebody's head would be
Yeah.
laying on a bed.
And stick a little note through the hole in the wall that says, better keep it down.
I know. That's a constant fear of mine. Is
Yeah.
the person underneath us is going to get a gun one day and like mess around and shoot it up, and I'm going to be laying in bed and they're going to get me. God. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Hopefully not. That's why you got to be careful on the second floor. They say, I think 30% of tenants on the second floor die from gunshot
From
wounds.
getting shot.
Yeah, from gunshot wounds. Accidental shootings.
See, it's like I wish I knew stuff like that when we signed the lease on the second floor. You don't think about stuff like that.
Well, it's not in the lease agreement. They say always be the shooter, not the shootee.
Mm.
And then it's because it's your problem if you get shot, which that's a messed up part of America. Then it turns into your issue.
Yeah, and you're on the foot for the medical barrels.
Yeah, and that gets to be a nightmare. Did you end up getting health insurance?
No, my dad is livid. I couldn't figure it out. My dad is very pro health insurance, and I've always been kind of anti-authoritarian. And I went to healthcare.gov and they denied me. They said it's not open enrollment right now.
The Sherpa site.
Yeah, Erica was able to get it
For
recently.
free. They're like, you can get it anywhere from 80 to 150. And I was like, oh, either of those sound fine. And then I got my quote. It said free. They said, this one's free, this one's free, this one's free. This
health insurance?
Yeah.
What? Who's paying for it? Uncle Sam.
It don't matter.
Yeah, who's paying for it?
Health
Uncle
Sherpa.
Sam. I am going to look that up tonight, and this episode is brought to you by Health Sherpa.
Health Sherpa.
Healthsherpa.com.
MrMisty.com/Health Sherpa.
Oh, I thought you said Chris Christie.
Chris Christie.
I saw a picture of him with a big bag of M&Ms, and he was pouring a smaller bag of M&Ms into the bigger bag of M&Ms at like a baseball game or something. It was a funny picture. He had 2 different sized bags of M&Ms, and he was getting them all.
He's refilling himself.
Yeah, he was refilling. He was eating it. I guess he was eating the M&Ms out of the big bag.
That's insane.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. So the upper layer is like the appetizer, and then the bottom's the main course.
Yeah, he probably eats the top layer really quick and then really sucks on the bottom layer to really appreciate it and extend the time.
Yeah, makes it last longer.
That's what I was doing with the purple bag of Skittles last night. I would put like 6 or 7 in my mouth at the same time and chomp on them real quick. And then I would put like 4 or 5 of colors that I wanted in my mouth and really suck on them and really appreciate it.
Were you trying each flavor at a time or mixing them?
I can't do it. I'm a bad boy. I can't do it. I can't just put one. I have to put multiple in my mouth.
Sure, I get it, man. That's how I am with popcorn.
I want to see what they all taste like.
Oof. Wait, have you ever done the thing with popcorn where you just put one piece in your mouth and you suck on it? And you just have the kernel left?
Oh, the Toledo method?
Yes.
Yeah, I've done the Toledo method. I think I watched that, during Fast and Furious 8. I think I did the Toledo method. And
kind of fun.
Yeah, it lasted the whole first act.
I know. It lasts longer. It helps you. So something like that, it's perfect where you really want the first act to...
Yeah, and I don't want to be distracted by the chewing noises in my head, so I'll put it in like a dip pouch and I'll just suck on the kernel.
Oh, gosh, that sounds good.
It sounds good on a hot summer's day, too.
Ooh, or a hot apartment. What are we... Oh,
cold popcorn.
Ooh, her teeth match the popcorn.
It's kind of cool.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I got a facelift. That's what I'm going to end up looking like pretty soon.
Popcorn mouth or
Popcorn
what?
mouth, and then my cheeks are going to be rosy as Santa's legs.
From your rosacea?
For my rosada. Oh my God. Sir, I don't know how to tell you this. You might want to sit down.
Casey, don't look.
Your son has Rosalind.
It's happening.
Oh God, I can't wait to look like this.
Yeah, and they just look over and you just have a bunch of popcorn coming out of your mouth.
Doctor, what's happening? Oh my God. You know what I am going to do? If I lived in y'all's hot popcorn apartment, the hot popcorn
what
apartment,
would you do?
I would eat a bunch of kernels and I would turn the AC off and then I would let it pop in my stomach.
You're psychotic.
Oh,
You're a psychopath.
I'm an innovator and it would be shooting out of my mouth and I'd go on Instagram Live.
During the takeover?
The takeover, I'm just throwing up popcorn.
Yeah, popcorn's literally just popping out of your mouth.
I ate too much, I think.
Everybody be watching like, how's he doing this?
Is he okay?
Yeah.
And I'm just waving a little American flag, weeping. Trick or treat.
Summerween.
Yeah, Summerween. We tried to watch. Did you ever watch Demonic? By the people who brought us Saw and something else.
And Insidious.
Insidious.
Wait, Demonic, is it about the VR thing?
I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
I thought you said you watched it and you hated it.
I started gaming.
It has bad reviews.
It wasn't very good.
By the studio who brought us Saw.
Yeah, I thought it would have been good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it would have been good. I do not recommend.
Is it Neil Blomquist?
No, I don't think it is.
The Blum guy.
Oh my God.
It's like, what is going on there? It's like, we get it. You have yellow fever. It's
James
like
Wan presents.
Okay. Okay. I always hate that little trick.
Yeah, that seems like a red flag for a movie if it says on the cover or something, James Wan presents.
Wait, but it also says from Neil Blomkamp. I don't know who
I fucking knew it.
Oh,
come on, man. I'm all over this shit.
They're the horror people.
They're the horror people. He did District 9 and Elysium starring Matt Darlin.
Wait, is one of those guys in the Creep movie? Is that one of those people, or I'm thinking of somebody else?
Duplass?
Duplass.
That's somebody else.
Duplass.
Mark Duplass.
He does
He does the
Blumhouse. That's Blumhouse. You're thinking of Blumhouse.
Oh, Blumhouse. That's what I. Did you like those movies?
Well, they make a lot of them, and most of them are really bad. But
the Blumhouse?
Did you like the Creep ones?
Oh, the Creep ones. Yeah, I thought they were okay.
Yeah, I thought they were fine.
Yeah.
Kind of creepy.
Kind of creepy, and he's dressed in a wolf's mask, which I start thinking, okay, which one is that? And it's so scary.
Oh my
That's
gosh. And on the second one, he has that song. Or does he have the first one? He has the song too. And I remember after I watched it, I love the song for some reason. I was looking it up on like YouTube and Spotify. Like, what is the, and I think Google, like, what is the song he's singing in Creep? What is the wolf song? And I guess it's not really a song.
Oh, it's like not even.
I couldn't find it.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to listen to the song and I couldn't listen to it.
He wrote his own song. He just wrote a song for the Creep movie. And it's actually pretty admirable.
Yeah, you
This
can't find it.
Is disturbing. Grant, did you add that little graphic yourself?
I didn't, but it's amusing.
I am scared. Okay, we get it, Gigi.
Are you gonna let
I'll
your
put
dog?
it up there, but I'm gonna editorialize.
Okay.
What's up?
Are you gonna let your kids? It's halfway point to freaking October, isn't it? Or are you gonna let your kids watch something scary this week on July 4th? Maybe.
It's a way to celebrate.
We always watch.
birth
Let them
of the
watch.
nation.
Let them watch The Birds. That's kind of a not too scary. It's like a classic scary. It's black and white. They
Yeah.
do have the one scene where the guy gets his eyes pecked out. I mean, that's horrific.
Yeah, Tippi Hedren, Grant. Tippi Hedren.
Tippi Hedren.
We love Tippy.
Also, one of my great American heroes, Tippi Hedren.
Tippy. That's a fun name.
Tippi.
Tippy Longstockings.
She lived in a house full of lions, Grant. You can Google it. But I don't want to go on too much about that.
Is that cool with you, Grant?
I mean, it's fine. I'm looking up Tippi Hedren now.
I bet you are.
Yeah. we hear your
Not like that.
we hear your fingers typing.
We actually have this little bird decoration from Target that's based after her Bird's character.
Whoa.
And it's a bird.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Really?
And it has her
Yeah.
face?
No, it has
It
a
looks
bird
like that.
face, but it's dressed as her
Tippy
in the
Hedren.
Birds movie. With
Oh.
a bird.
And then there's a bird on the bird.
Shouts out to Target. They have.
I hate those little bird decorations, but I got suckered in. They're
Yeah.
so stupid.
And now it's like we have bird decorations everywhere in the apartment.
There's
It's like,
like
Erica
40
will
of
not
them.
stop getting bird decorations.
$5.
It's like I don't get it.
They're
I don't even like
steel.
birds.
What do you mean? Like little bird
And then they get little metal anklets that say what year they're from and their name.
Oh, I like that actually.
Yeah, it's a collectible.
I wear the anklets at the apartment
There
by
they are.
myself.
Is it this?
Oh yeah,
It's like that, but she's like in a tweed outfit with a bird on her.
When
It's like the Hollywood bird.
When Erica leaves, you
Oh,
wear
I
the
see
little
that.
anklets.
I get the shit on my ankles when you're gone. What was that movie that was a blatant ripoff of White Lotus?
Well,
Did
it
you
wasn't
watch
a
the White-
rip off. It was a pre. It was good.
No, White Lotus ripped it off.
What was it?
The
Who was-
Evil Down Under from Agatha Christie.
It was an Agatha
I
Christie
don't know.
novel.
It was really good.
Put into film from the 80s. We watched
I
it. We were
liked it.
going crazy with how hot it was. We were watching stuff. Yeah, an Agatha Christie novel.
The Evil in the Sun or something.
It had the old woman who was the person in Hook, the old English woman in Hook. She was in it.
Oh,
She was the concierge.
Patty Sarley.
Yeah, Patty
Something
Sarley.
Smith, maybe.
Patty Smith.
Patty Smith.
Famed guitarist in Greenwich Village.
Is
Very
that where she
cool.
got her start?
Yeah, in
Playing
Greenwich.
guitar?
And she was-
Busking?
Yeah, busking. And then, of course, she was on the busk circuit, so she'd go to Seattle, Portland.
Damn. We saw somebody, I think I saw somebody on the busk circuit yesterday. I'm at a red light by a big homeless population area, and I see this guy dressed pretty nice, but kind of has homelessy vibes, and he has his guitar, and I'm like, man, I hope he makes it to his gig. because he was lighting up a little cigar. He was going somewhere. I'm like, I hope he makes it to his freaking gig tonight.
Whoa.
He's a man on a mission. He's put together. Come on, let him get his gig. Let him have his gig.
Yeah, I hope he was at Justine's or like
No, they would love him at Justine's.
They would love him.
Gosh, I hope he was going to Justine's.
Did he look anything like that? Was he doing rock and roll or?
He had one of the haircut that I could not have. It's
mohawk?
The mohawk, yes.
Oh,
he had a
cool.
mohawk. Yeah.
You have a reverse mohawk.
I have a reverse mohawk, I think is what I have.
Well, it's all part of your plan.
Oh my gosh, Casey, I got a very intriguing message on Instagram the other day, and I click on it, and it's some nice people from Turkey, and they're saying they want to fly me out to Turkey. They want to give me the hair plugs. So I'm kidding. It was so funny. I just deleted it. I'm like, why the fuck why do you think I want hair? What the fuck is going on here?
I know. You're comfortable with the way you look.
Yeah,
you love yourself.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. So don't be sending me stuff because I might end up in Turkey.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Stop sending me stuff.
I would get hair plugs on my arms and legs, so I have full heads of hair on my forearms and my calves.
Could you imagine how cool that would be?
Get it braided. Yeah.
That would be it would be like Shredder almost. It would almost look like Shredder.
Yeah, I would gel it. So it looks like fucking spikes.
Yeah, Master Shredder.
Ready to get shredded, my dorks?
How does that turkey have a better hair than me?
They went to the transplant in Turkey.
Is that that's what they
That's
should
a
be
patient.
having? That's a patient?
Yes.
It has a benefactor, I guess. It costs money. You got to get sponsored.
Grant, can we actually talking about that? And we were talking about it earlier. Grant, can we be your sugar babies?
You guys were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, you weren't in the room yet.
It's when you were smoking a cigarette outside.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we're talking about it.
You guys want to become my sugar babies?
Yeah,
We get it. You already have 2 actual daughters, but can we be your sugar babies?
just
Did you ever-
$250 a week.
Yeah, that's all we ask.
It's not.
Do you
that
want 2
much.
adult sons?
What
Can we take
I
an
mean,
extra
my
ring?
understanding is that sugar. This whole conversation is
Doesn't
weird.
have to be sex, Grant.
Yeah, it's
Like,
more
what
than
am I
It's
getting
more
here?
than sex.
That's
like
what
friendship. We're going to be around you all the time. We're going to tell you what places to go. I mean, we'd start out, I think, by
He's
saying, let's go to
bossy.
the Chili's on 45th.
Yeah, they call it. That's the college Chili's. That's frat Chili's, Grant. You're gonna love it.
We'll take you there, dude. We'll show you all the places you haven't been. Even though you've lived in Austin
Cabo
longer,
Bob.
we'll show you all the places.
Pops. We're gonna go Cabo Bob's.
you never been.
We're gonna build you a sand trap in your living room. We're gonna fill it full of sandbags.
Yeah, you better like golf.
Yeah.
We're going to get into golf. We're going to get you loving golf. We're going to go out on the links all the time.
All right, all right.
Put a little fucking put a little link in your kitchen. Hole in
Yes.
one opens the fridge. Birdie opens the dresser.
So hopefully your family's cool with that. They're going to have to get really good at putting because to open up even the front door, they're going to have to be sinking the putt.
Yeah, it's an 8-foot putt, and then if you miss it, it's a 5-minute time delay before you can try again.
So they could be outside for hours.
I know.
So they need to be practicing. Yeah, it's 8 feet. I mean, that's a pretty substantial putt. I mean, the pressure's going to be on every time y'all walk up to the front door. You got to sink the putt.
Yeah, it's like a saw trap. Yeah. James Wan. Interesting grip.
Is that what you guys think? Keeping it in houses?
What, that we're going to be as sugar babies?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that what
Grant,
you
is that
think
what it means?
Yeah.
Is that what it means?
It's not what it initially meant, but
Well, that's what it means now.
it does seem to be
Yeah.
evolving.
Yeah, it's evolving a little bit. That's kind of the nature of the beast around here is it's gonna evolve a little bit. We're gonna figure it out as we go along.
Yeah, you know it, G. Oh my God. I'm going to be your caddy in your own house.
Is that what you call him? Caddy?
Caddy Casey.
Yeah.
Caddy Casey.
Not Caddy Rocket, Caddy Casey.
Caddy Casey. Can I have my wedge, please? Yes, Mr. Gigi.
Mr. G.
Caddy Casey, I was standing caddy corner.
Caddy corner. And I have a Mr. Misty. Oh, so
Oh,
good.
you better like Mr. Misty's, Grant. You can drink a bunch of those whenever you want.
Casey's turning off the AC and
I'm making popcorn in my belly. Your daughters are screaming.
Yeah, just Grant, Papa, get him out of here. He's so loud.
So loud. Oh, so scary.
dreams
Dreams.
and goals.
Funny, aren't they?
Grant, we'll figure it out. We're going to get it all together.
Yeah, I think we can.
We promise.
We can discuss the parameters of this off mic.
What do you mean off mic?
We're never off mic.
Yeah, Mike is here today.
I'd like to keep this a private conversation about my sugar babies. That's all.
Bring Mike in here.
Yeah, get Mike in here. Please.
He doesn't need to know about this.
Well, he already doesn't know a lot. You're already doing a bunch of stuff that he doesn't know about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We haven't even told him yet. We're thinking about telling him today after this. You're going to get in trouble probably.
Yeah, I'm going to break it to him.
Don't.
You might get fired when he knows all the deals you're doing under the table. We're not going to bring it up.
No,
Oh my
we would
God.
never
Yeah.
tell him.
I'm sweating.
Yeah,
here.
sorry.
Thanks. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sweating too from all the fucking popcorn kernels I swallowed. They're stuck, I think, in my kidneys.
How long does it take? If you're in a hot enough room, it can be what after you swallow them, maybe 5-10 minutes or shorter?
Yeah, 5 or 10 minutes. So it's like, I think 2 or 3 times as long as a regular bag of popcorn, but.
Not terrible.
And it's tinted like the color of your stomach acid. So it's like green and red. But it's good. It doesn't taste like that, which is good.
So it tastes like actual popcorn when it's coming back up.
Because I'll swallow a stick of butter before I do it. That's kind of the conduit for the electricity of the sun. So, yeah, it sort of coats that stomach lining so there's no blood in it.
And for any of our Japanese people, if you want a good way to add something good to add to your coffee, start putting half a stick of butter in your coffee. I've been doing it. I feel alive. I feel more alive
Butter
than
coffee.
I've ever felt.
That's what my
Just
mom
get the
does.
frother.
Yeah,
Half a stick, get the frother, put it in.
Half a stick.
Half a stick.
When I lived with Lindsay, she would make me these delicious coffees.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, these are great. And one day she's like, do you want butter coffee? I said, ew, no, thanks. She's like, what do you think I make you every day? I didn't know.
What does it do?
I don't know.
Does
She
it
was
make
like
it taste
keto or
good?
something, but I
Yeah.
had no idea. And when she called it butter coffee, I was like, ew, no, thank you. And she's like, that's what I make you every time.
Well, people need to be careful about eating too much butter. There was some guy that used to come in the freaking grocery store at High Point grocery store when I used to go, and he had 3 little daughters. He had 3 daughters and a wife.
And how much butter?
He must have been 40, and he was always kind of overweight. And one day he just stopped coming in, and the fucking wife looked sad, and the daughters looked sad. And one day I'm like, "What's up?" And they're like, "He died." I was like, "Oh my gosh, he died." It's scary and sad. You got to be really careful what you put in there.
What's up? Where's
You
your
think it was
husband?
the butter?
Who knows? He was always there. I would see him out on his bike because it was when I was biking a lot. So I was like, oh, he's active, but he must have been eating too much butter or something. Because he's
There's-
a little thick around the edges.
In Vegas, the Heart Attack Grill, that they have a butter milkshake made
Oh,
out of a stick of a butter.
a stick of a butter.
And if you weigh over 350, you eat for free.
That's cool. I think that's nice.
So for our bigger fans, go there.
Yeah, go to
Yeah.
Heart Attack Grill.
For our big fans.
Yeah, the big boys and girls.
Big boys, big mercenaries, and big child soldiers.
Yeah, you get bigger.
Get bigger, get a free burger. big
Yeah, we're
boy.
about to start asking for pictures of y'all. So y'all, we want y'all as big as possible in these pictures. We're not even kidding. It's something we require.
We want the frame to be totally filled.
Ooh.
Oh my God, Gigi, is that you?
I'm bulking up for the photo.
Oh my gosh. How did you lose all that weight though? We're kidding saying it's you now, but we know at one point you were looking like that. How were you able to get
What's that
down?
looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a lot of fasting.
Ooh.
Just didn't eat.
So literally not eating.
Just didn't eat. Smart.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that does it.
That's what Ryan Gosling did.
In The Machinist?
The machinist. Yeah.
Yeah.
He only had an apple and half a cup of butter coffee every day.
Gosh.
That's it.
Kill me now. I need my Skittles.
I know.
I need my chocolate covered almonds. By the way, a good combo is 4 Skittles and 1 chocolate covered almond in your mouth at the same time. I was doing it last night, Casey. I was a bad boy.
I heard you were a little bit mischievous as far as these Skittles go. And you had a bunch of Snickers, I heard?
Yeah, Snickers.
No, Hershey Nougats.
No, yeah, Hershey Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Yeah,
Very
Hershey
good.
Nuggets. They look like, yeah, they're
In the
wonderful.
gold wrapper.
They have
Yeah.
almonds in them. And I need to give you some intel, Casey. I was going hard in the paint last night on the arcade games for the good side-scrolling airplane games.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a bunch of good ones. Ooh, I was playing that. My fingers were starting to hurt.
You were going too fast. It was probably on the sugar.
Yeah, some of them you got to press to shoot every time. The better game is the one where you can just press and it shoots automatically.
It holds it.
Yeah,
Spraying.
fucking spraying and praying. God.
Yeah, spraying for daylight. God, I have so much respect for that. I'd love to play that.
Oh my gosh, we gotta take you. We'll take you back. Maybe we finally see your place today.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, and we got to figure out with the transmission again. Well, we got to figure out. You're gonna figure out a car. You got to figure it out. You're gonna figure it out. You got to get around. How was the deaf guy who was your Uber driver on the way here?
Oh, it's fine. It was a lady. She was really nice, and her name is Marguerite. She was wonderful. That wasn't her name. I was just trying to impress you guys, but she was wonderful.
That's a good name.
And do you think she was actually deaf? Because I swear I've gotten in Ubers before where it says like hard of
They just
hearing,
don't
and
wanna
the
talk to
people,
you.
yeah, it's just somebody that doesn't want to talk.
They don't want to talk.
She did talk to me, so I don't know. And from all indications, she was able to understand my directions because I did give her a couple directions. So it's who's to tell? Maybe someone she knows is deaf or loves. I don't know.
Well, hopefully she wasn't like the lady when Erica dropped me off at the airport on Friday. There was this woman that pulled right out in front of us, and then we honked a little. And this
Not
woman,
till later, she stopped.
she was a psychopath.
Fucking first thing in the morning.
Oh my god!
She waited on the side for me, but her dumbass didn't
She
see me
waited.
drive by.
That's scary.
She pulled over to like confront you.
Yeah, like some big older white woman.
Oh, no.
Ooh, it was scary.
I was
and
in
then
the
I'm
going
like,
through lane. There's no one behind me, and she goes in front of me, and I'm like, "You can go right behind me. There's no one." But she just keeps going, and she's about to hit my car, so I stop, and then she sees us cussing her out,
Talk
and then
about a
she just
train
waits
wreck.
there.
talk about a train wreck.
Damn train.
And it's
And
like, I'm
that's my
about to
home.
leave. It's like,
And
I
I
don't
still
need
got
this bad
around her
juju
dumbass.
getting out of the car for the airport, but it was okay.
We were laughing.
You need positive
We
energy.
were like, "That was funny."
Hey, I need positive energy for
He
stuff
thought
like
it was
that. And it was same
hilarious.
deal, Casey. Be careful if you're ever flying American where you have you have to go through Dallas. I got delayed again. I had to get on United and buy another $500 plane ticket with United because the flight on freaking Friday, dude, I started getting a little panicky.
Yeah.
I swear, when I get there, because I wasn't even at the apartment, like the last time I was at the apartment, so it's not like I had to stay there for 10 hours, but this time I was there and it got delayed.
Oh,
And I
crap.
wasn't going to make the next one. And then I go talk to the woman at American, and she says, at one point in time, we would have bought your next flight, but now they don't want us to do it.
So you didn't get any monies?
No, and I don't even think I get credit on the app either. I swear, I think if that happens, you pay the money, but you don't get the credit on the app. Who knows what kind of scam they're running?
Yeah. Some of these pilots, I don't even think are ever even damn flown.
Yeah, it's scary. Sometimes you see some weird person, and you're like, they're not a pilot.
It's not a pilot. I always check the lapel. 2 wings, they're good to go. 1 wings, they're still in training.
Is that really what that means?
Yes. 1 wings, you're good to go. You're not good to go. 2 wings, you can fly wherever you want for free.
New fear unlocked. Isn't that what people say? I'm going to be looking at the freaking pilot wings, every freaking pilot now. So you're
Yeah.
telling me if I see one with half of a freaking wing, that means they're in training?
Yes, and two wheels, good with kids. 1 wheels has never been around a kid.
Oh my gosh. So what if you end up flying with 2 people with half a wing? Does that end up equaling a full wing, or you're
Not
screwed
even.
because it's 2 people in training?
It's not even.
Not even. It doesn't
It's
even.
not even?
Doesn't even add up to 1 full wing. The way the math works on it,
It's not even. So you could have 2. So flying with American, you could end up having 2 pilots in training.
yeah. Well, what if they each have 1 wing? It's a multiplier, so it's 1 wing.
So what if it's 2 pilots with 1 wing, and then the control guy in the cockpit only has 1 wheel? So you're telling me it's 2 pilots in training and 1 pilot that hasn't even ever been around a kid before?
Yes.
That's like a nightmare cockpit for me.
That's what it happens now, though.
It's like a nightmare cockpit. Gosh.
That's one cockpit I would not want to be a part of.
I mean, at least if the pilots each have half of a wing, at least you want the control guy in the cockpit to have 2 wheels.
2 wheels so he could talk to your son if the damn plane's going
Yeah, if
down.
something's going wrong.
Yeah. But otherwise, he would probably run out. The wing is on fire, and he would be, guys, what is that? And he would point at the kid and say, what is that? It's a kid.
And then
What do you
everybody's
mean?
burning alive in the plane.
I've never seen anybody like that. What do you mean?
And you're just standing there being engulfed in smoke. Like, what is he talking about? It doesn't matter. That's a kid, obviously. It doesn't matter. Let us off the plane. Why are you worried about that?
I know. And let down that water slide. Let down the water slide so I can at least hang off the plane in my last moment.
Yeah, right. It's getting engulfed in smoke. It's like, okay, who's activating the slide? What's going on?
Bingo, bingo. Come on, chop,
Yeah.
chop.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's a nightmare.
That's American, though.
It's only getting worse. And let's pray that you're not having a fly on, anybody watching this having a fly on July 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Firework shoot up in the engine shaft.
Yes. Fireworks, drones. Drones are the big threat also on July 4th. People have figured out they could put Roman candles on drones. Oh my gosh, Casey, I was looking on my cartel videos in Albany this past week, and it was raining outside, and I was just in the hotel, just laying down pretty much the whole day. It was a good, relaxing day, but I was on my cartel subreddit the whole time, and I saw this one where they have these drones down there that were carrying people. What? The one guy grabbed onto the drone and flew up like 100 feet in the air. It was the biggest drone I've ever seen. It was like the size of a kid's pool.
And flying them like across the border, or just flying them around?
Just flying them around. It's like they were showing off their technology, and they had this real bright light they were shining on a house.
40 illegal immigrants hanging on the drones flying across the border. That's Donald Trump's nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
God, it's got Mike Pence in a cold sweat.
Oh, yeah. Chris Christie filling up his M&M bag.
I say let him fly.
Yeah, let him have fun. They got to hold on. I mean, if you let go,
Yeah, you're toast.
you're toast. You're hitting the ground almost at maximum velocity, probably, depending on how high you are.
But you could on belay down. They have to learn how to on belay down.
Mm-hmm. And then you're safe.
Callback. Yep. Then you're safe as a donut in a horse ring.
Horses. There were a lot of horses. A lot of those cartel guys ran on horses.
They do. And they fill the horses full of smack.
God. Is that a fun horse to ride on or not a fun horse to ride on?
Horses are gacked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, horses love getting zooted.
Was it that well? What didn't Superman wasn't the horse he was on? He was zooted out, wasn't he?
Is that how that
Christopher
happened?
Reeve, and that was on a July 4th.
It got scared by a firework
40 years ago.
today.
Yes, it was
July
right before
4th.
July 4th. Yeah, 40 years ago was today.
It was
Literally, it was
today.
on a Tuesday.
It's a leap year. There's a couple of leap years along the way.
Yes, so it's like weird talking. And I'm glad we were able to end up bringing that up. But yeah, it's the 40-year anniversary literally today from July 4th. Seriously.
Yeah, no doubt. And we are praying, and we are praying, and we are hoping.
We are hoping
It's not happen again.
Yes, and we are hoping to God you, Christopher Reeve, are up in heaven because you deserve to be up there.
You are one of the best people I've ever known.
You're so good in Superman.
So okay.
So good. So good in Superman.
He's one of the people I think, gosh, if only Instagram was around when he was around, he would have killed it on Instagram.
TikTok.
You know what I
People
mean?
love those sort of stories.
He would have done so good on TikTok. That's
About
like
them
the sad
diving into a
thing.
pool and going paralyzed. People love that shit.
People do love that.
I mean, he would have killed it on TikTok.
Story time.
He would have been able to, yeah.
How I got in this wheelchair.
I fell off a horse. I
Yeah.
fell off a really scary horse on the 4th of July. It ate a firecracker,
Like for part 2.
like for part 2.
Yeah, and then it's so funny that people on TikTok they tell these long stories, and it's like, okay, click on the next video to keep on hearing the story. It's like, what is going on here?
And I'll click it.
How is this so popular? Right, because everybody must click it.
Mm-hmm.
And we still haven't seen the people in the other country being so scared underneath the water bag. I'm still waiting for one of those water bags to blow up on somebody. Still haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's funny to watch reels. Like sometimes my algorithm on like YouTube reels will be like, it'll go to like Malaysia. So it'll be a bunch of weird videos where, yeah, they have like 5 balloons filled with shaving cream. And then it's like 2 little kids with like harmonicas filled with thumbtack. They're playing these weird games where you can't really tell what the game is.
Yeah.
And there's a language barrier there. You can't, there's no way to understand what's going on.
It's too weird. That's the world we live in.
Yeah. Everyone's different a little bit, huh, Grant?
100%.
Ooh, I thought we almost caught you. I thought Casey caught you right there. I thought for sure that was you talking real loud out there. Somebody
I
else.
definitely reached quickly for the unmute so that you guys didn't think that.
What is that? What is going on out there? Who is that?
Huh?
I hear somebody.
There's hustle and bustle here.
Somebody's chatting.
Somebody in the other studio right over here?
Are you hearing it right now? Yeah,
The
you're
girl
probably
from
hearing.
Even Stevens?
You're hearing. It's not the girl from Even.
Oh my
Stevens.
gosh, is the girl from Even Stevens here?
She's not here right now.
Bring Ren in. I wanted to ask her about
She
beans.
works. She does her thing here.
I want to talk to her about beans.
Grant knows her.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
she
we're
knows it.
besties.
Did you ever watch Malcolm in the Middle?
I like.
I made him watch it last night.
I
Is it
never
funny?
watched it before. It was pretty funny. I'd never seen it before. I probably watched 7 episodes in the heat last night at like 2 in the morning. It was pretty funny. I'm just doing it because Erica's already watched. What is that show, Breaking Bad? She's already seen
Well,
it.
I needed to show him
So
the
I'm-
prequel.
I want to watch Breaking Bad. I've never seen
I
it.
said you gotta
it's
watch
good.
this first.
Jesse Pinkman.
So maybe we could watch it later then. I get it. You've
When we-
already seen it.
When we
but
finish
maybe.
Malcolm,
It's not a prequel.
It's a
Erica.
prequel.
Yeah, she's telling me it's a prequel. It's a bunch of seasons. I want to watch Breaking Bad now.
I know.
I don't want to go through 5 days of Malcolm in the Middle. It's okay. I like it okay.
you loved it.
It was okay.
The littlest one is funny.
Dewey.
Dewey. Oh my gosh, there was a point in time where the people come up to the parents' house and they're all arguing because the dad cut down a tree, and then Malcolm, he's so smart, he just sees them all yelling at each other like they're monkeys.
Because he's like,
'Cause
what
he's so
family
smart.
am I from?
Yeah. Oh, and he goes, "What are these damn dirty apes talking about?" Yeah. He thinks they're all monkeys.
And then it shows the little boy and he's doing the funniest monkey thing on the kitchen table. That part made me laugh. I think I laughed a
He was
little bit at that
laughing.
part.
He finally cracked you.
No,
Yeah.
he was
Okay, I was like,
laughing.
okay, that's cute. That's funny.
All right, that's funny. They're little monkeys.
But he was crying too because he hates that he doesn't remember filming Frankie Muniz.
Well, he bumped his head so much racing NASCAR stock car.
William was sobbing. He's like, "You're telling me that he doesn't remember any of this?"
That's crazy.
It was making him so sad.
It's so funny. I wish you could remember. I really remember Frankie.
It's really sad.
It is sad. Oh, everybody's a monkey and he's the smartest one.
There he is, and he looks weird. Some of those child actors are really cute as kids, but then they look weird as fuck when they're older.
He lives in Austin. Him and
He's
Elijah Wood.
sweet. Does he really?
Mm-hmm.
How are we going to get his ass on here? We got to get Elijah Wood. Elijah, if you have, you're
What
not
about
watching.
Frankie?
Elijah,
$1,000.
if
Elijah.
somebody knows Elijah Wood and can get in communication, tell him to get in communication with us, please. If somebody's like a really good friend of Elijah Wood and happens to watch this or
Maybe
something, like some
Christy
old buddy
Carlson
or
Romano
something.
knows him.
Oh my God, that's her, Ren, Chrissy Carlson Romano.
So maybe if Grant asks her
Ren.
to ask Elijah,
To Elijah.
Yeah, and her dad created
Frankie.
Romano cheese.
yes,
Frankie, oh my God, we're
we're so close.
Any given moment, you're 3 degrees away from Frankie Muniz.
And I think we really are right now, which is the weirdest thing to
I know.
think about.
She knows Elijah. Elijah's little brother went to summer camp
with
Kristen-
Cody Banks.
With Cody Banks.
Yes.
The real Cody Banks.
Mhm.
right.
And the real Cody Banks.
Knows.
was best friends with Frankie Muniz.
Gosh, we are going to get them all on a podcast.
Wait a
pretty
second. I know somebody who might do Amanda Bynes' nails who was in Big Fat Liar.
Don't freaking get my hopes up. We are not, there's no way in heck.
Paul
We're-
Giamatti.
Oh, gosh.
That's who does her nails.
Yeah, Paul Giamatti does her nails.
That's
He's
all I
so
know
broke.
him as.
After the holdovers, he's so broke.
Remember when they dyed him blue?
Yeah.
Remember that. How could I forget?
He's still blue, isn't he?
I didn't know it was permanent.
It's always number 2 or 3 on those tragic Hollywood accident lists. It's Christopher Reeves falling off the firecracker horse.
Yeah.
Paul Giamatti being turned blue for life.
And the Tin Man.
And the Tin Man swallowing all those chemicals because he was covered in asbestos.
Always those
Dying,
three
what,
stories.
at 20 in his 20s or something?
Died at 26 because he ate
tin
metal.
poison.
Gosh.
Tin poisoning.
Don't eat metal, people. If anybody ever tells you to eat metal shavings or anything, they're not good, first off. Don't eat them.
Yeah. And it's not funny. And no matter, even if it is a prank, it's not funny in metal.
No, it hurts you. Well, Casey, it was a fun
In-house.
in-house
Experience.
first in-house experience today.
Yeah, we kept it in-house. Grant, I want that to be the name of the episode, Keeping It In-House.
Keeping
Yes.
it in-house.
Oh my gosh, now we can be direct. We can tell directly to Grant what the episode. Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Smile for the thumbnail. Use that one, Grant.
Perfect. We're keeping this really streamlined and in-house.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, love it.
Yeah, as long as we're keeping it in the family, GG, I'm happy as a clam.
Me too. Well, Casey, do you have shows coming up?
Yes, I do. I got a bunch of shows in the month of July, and on the 14th, I'm in Fort Worth. Then I'll be at the Irvine Improv on the 21st. The next day, Hollywood Improv. The next day, Hollywood Improv. 2 days after that, Indianapolis. Then St. Louis.
Love it.
So fun.
Sounds good.
Go see Casey. I'm in Vancouver and Miami.
Ooh.
Wear your SPF.
Yeah, I got to wear my sunscreen.
Ooh, wow.
All righty. Well,
Well,
that was fun.
that was it.
So funny. So fun. Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay. Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of The William Montgomery Show. Send your questions, artwork, and manifestos to thewilliammontgomeryshow@gmail.com. Leave William a voicemail at 737-471-1098. And never miss an episode of The William Montgomery Show by subscribing to The William Montgomery Show channel on YouTube and anywhere podcasts are sold. Check out William online at william.f.montgomery1 on Instagram. For more William Montgomery, check out Kill Tony on YouTube and check him out live at the Comedy Mothership in Austin, Texas every Monday night. Find more of me, Casey Rocket, at patreon.com/Casey Rocket. Follow me on Instagram at Casey Rocket. This episode of The William Montgomery Show was recorded at Record ATX Studios, right here in the heart of Austin, Texas. The William Montgomery Show is produced by William Montgomery. The anthem is sung by William Montgomery. The drums are sung by William Montgomery. The words are sung by William Montgomery. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Who the fuck said that? I'm trying to have fun tonight.